What's up, everyone? Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to listen to a little of the Jan Psaki show, where she actually highlights some of little Mikey's lies that he's trolling for Trump. Let's tune in and listen for just a moment.
Why? Someone in Speaker Mike Johnson's office thought that today of all days should be the day to make little Mike the first Speaker of the House in 24 years to answer live questions on C-SPAN.
And as a Republican, I'm very disappointed in my party. I'm very disappointed in you because you do have the power to call the House back. You did that, or you refused to do that just for a show. I'm begging you to pass this legislation. My kids could die. We don't have the credit because of the medical bills that I have to pay regularly. You could stop this, and you could be the one that could say military is getting paid. And I think that it is awful, and the audacity of someone who makes six figures a year to do this to military families is insane.
All right, Samantha.
Samantha, I'm so sorry to hear about your situation. If we did another a vote on the floor, pay troops, it's not a lawmaking exercise.
It only gets worse for little Mikey because guess what? Anytime that Republicans are running their gums, you can bet your bottom dollar that they are lying. They are lying constantly and they lie consistently. I don't understand why people actually voted for them, but this is part of the pain that we all are now going through because people decided that Kamala Harris just wasn't fit to be president, but somehow a convicted felon made a better choice. So now we hear that military families are getting screwed. Some of them may not even receive back pay. Depends on what the Orange Menace decides who is eligible and who is ineligible. So it's amazing that Americans put their trust in a convicted felon in a party that cares nothing about the working class, but only about those who are in the top tier, millionaires and billionaires. Let's listen to a little more of what little Mike has to say, and let's watch how he squirms his way out of this one.
He was thinking that he was sitting there thinking, whose idea was this? And I'm going to have a conversation with them when I get back. I mean, that was a Republican mother from a military family blasting Mike Johnson justifiably for refusing to pay the troops. And the timeline for that comes up next week on October 15th. And things did not get much better for Mike Johnson from there.
My question is, if Republicans and Democrats can agree to a one-year extension to the ACA subsidies, removing this sort of talking point of illegal immigrants draining our resources as you sit here and lie about this, would you support that bill and bring it to a vote on the House floor? This is a big question that I have for you. Thank you.
Yeah, well, not lying, I'm telling you the truth, and you go look at all the documents yourself. Don't look at Republican paperwork. Look at the Congressional Budget Office, who said that we had at least 1.4 million illegal aliens draining the resources from Medicaid.
Mike Johnson says he's not lying. It's a real tell there. Says immigrants are draining resources from Medicaid, and you can go, quote, look at the documents yourself. Thank you for that advice. Let's do just that. Here's a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association just last night. It found that in 2022, care for undocumented immigrants made up only 0.4% of total Medicaid spending. Less than 0.5%. That's it. There are the documents. You can send them to your office. Government is shut down.
So once again, we see that Mike, he constantly lies and he has no type of relief in sight for Americans who are suffering because of the Trump tariffs, because of the Trump policies, and because of the Republicans voting for all of this hardship and pain that has been inflicted on the American public. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Subscribe to Charles Van Horn 53. And for all of you who have subscribed recently, I thank you. And if you favor this content, tell others, and please keep watching me. And until then, stay safe and also stay woke.